Last but not least, Princess of Salem, Erika Harlacher. Now, today being day 3, I'm kind of dead, but let's keep the energy up. We're going to actually start off. If you guys have questions or anything like that, you guys can start lining up. We're going to do that soon. You guys can go multiple times if you want to. Thinking. Oh.
Assassin's Creed.
We'll take it.
Yes. Assassin's Creed cosplayer. Yes.
Salem, yay! I'm so excited. I have to take a picture with you later, but on me.
Alright.
So,
You ask
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Hey!
Sac-Anime, that's big!
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah! You guys are so lively.
We can belt too, Kiva.
Amazing. I think we're all operating a little bit of sleep. Yeah, everyone's a little tired. It's okay, we get it. We're gonna have a nice time. I'm gonna scare you, possibly. Yeah.
I want to tell a story while we're here.
Okay, story time.
This is
What's
the story
playing?
of last night.
Oh!
Yeah, I've heard this story before.
Oh, yeah.
I put it on Twitter too. Okay, so people go, you gotta tell like a surfer dude. No.
Improv is yes and, man. Yes and.
Okay, so dude, like people go to conventions and they're like partying down, right? So
Yeah.
everybody's just partying down, going crazy.
Just going
nuts. Look at those voice actors, and they're just like, oh, wow, look at those voices. So anyways, like, you go back to your hotel room and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get so wasted. I'm gonna go into the bathtub. And I'm just gonna get wasted in the bathtub with the water running, right? And so this is what happened last night. This guy got wasted.
It wasn't any of us.
No, like, it wasn't us, but this guy 6 floors above my room, right above like my room, like 6 floors above my room, on the 12th floor.
Wait. Was it right above your room?
6 floors
Wait, it
above.
was right above your room?
6 floors.
Wait,
Yes. Like a
It's
room
right.
all the way up 6
Okay.
floors.
Oh,
6 floors.
6
Oh.
floors
We have to
above.
clarify.
Six.
Very important detail. It's a story. But anyway, basically what happened was we were woken up to like announcements in our
Yes, it
rooms.
was.
And
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
3
right.
a.m. Just not even alarm.
Can I have your attention, please? Can I have your attention, please?
Yeah.
There has been an incident on the 11th floor, but it does not affect the 8th floor.
Don't necessarily
No.
have.
Yeah, they're like the dog. There was
Okay,
something on
fine.
the 11th floor, but we don't need to tell you anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, there are zombies. I thought maybe we were being attacked. I was so tired that I was like, I don't really care.
And also,
So
let's be real, like, I was on the 3rd floor. I was like, they've got, like, tons of floors to go through before they can get to me.
Yeah.
I could probably sleep for a few more hours before I have to start looking
Zombie
at
apocalypse will take a while to get to me, so I can get a little more seasoned, So we don't know what's happening. So, and then there was a second announcement, like an hour later, like there's still an incident.
The threat has been neutralized.
Yeah, we were like, oh my god.
Okay.
The situation is.
So if we don't make any sense today, we apologize. that was our name.
I think we've already proven that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't say my because that guy's like bathtub overflowed 6 floors above me. The water ran down, went through the walls, and like short circuited like every single person like down below. Nobody had power in like the rooms like all the way down. And you can hear the water dripping in the wall.
I was getting
It
ready
was
for
so
some Bioshock
creepy.
action.
It was so creepy.
It's like, because we're
Oh my
slicers. They're
Oh.
here. I know it.
I was so scared.
Poor Zach. I was just annoyed. I was just like, what's happening? I had power. I was on the other side of the hotel. Lit it up. My power hotel. I don't know.
so how's your guys' experience at Sac-Anime thus far?
It's been really good. Well, I know we just made it sound like oh, last night. Oh.
What happened?
But no, we've had a great time at Sac-Anime. We've had a great time meeting all you guys, and thank you so much for like coming. We've had 3 of these panels, so
Yeah.
thank you guys for coming to the last one.
The last
Yay.
one. The last unicorn.
Yeah, and we had a really fun radio play reading panel last night.
What came out last night?
So much fun.
Yay!
Yeah.
That was really fun. I'm hoping that's gonna be on YouTube because
It will.
okay, cool. That was fun.
being on this side of the table instead of on that side of the table?
Oh, weird. Super weird.
Really weird?
Yeah, the reason I went to conventions was to like go watch voice actors, because I was like, they're so cool. And now I'm up here and it's weird.
They're like, we're so not cool.
I know, I don't feel cool at all. So I'm like, I feel like I'm like an imposter up here.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Who are your favorite voice actors, like, to watch, to look at?
To look at.
Sure, to look at, to
Well,
sure, watch stage.
doing sense.
You're a yellow dog.
Very long haul.
He's quite,
Matt Mercer has beautiful hair. We all know that. Todd Havercorn really keeps in shape, it seems. I don't know, these are just observations.
Max
you know.
Mittelman.
Max
Oh,
Mittelman.
yes. Max Mittelman is my favorite. I just stare at him.
As far as performances go, though, Kari Walgreen I think is really amazing. I mean, her performance as Saber in Fate, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, love her.
Yeah.
I really like Matt's work, Matt Mercer's work. I really like Kristen Freeman's work. I think he's really incredible. I don't know if y'all seen Hellsing, but his performance in Aguilar is absolutely perfect.
There's monsters in the wall.
Creature.
The war of the world.
I know, seriously, it's not there anymore. But
We're gonna
anyway,
get attacked. It's okay.
Raise your hands real quick. If you have questions, just raise your hand. I just want to see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got many.
So if you,
Okay.
No.
well, we have a whole hour, so we can just ask as many
Hang out,
questions.
just chill, you guys.
Ask away, yell things out.
Zach, actually, just a quick question for Zach. Zach, this is your first convention outside of AX?
Yes.
Yeah. How's your experience going particularly?
It's really, really good. Like, we've been treated so
Coffee
well.
now.
Oh.
Sorry, Zach. I got really excited about
Sorry, we're getting our coffee.
No, I saw you getting your coffee and I was like, hey,
No one cares.
What's the coolest thing you guys got to sign throughout?
Oh, I can tell you that. Today I signed an egg carton. Right over there, yeah.
Yay!
My favorite.
I signed a Monokuma, like stuffed Monokuma.
Me too. Actually, this really sweet fan gave us. She's Kyoko Kitty Kitty, and I'm Toko Utsugi from the new game. So she's from the second game, and I actually from a bunch of games. First and second. Yeah, and so she actually drew our characters and gave us little drawings of our
So
characters.
cute.
So adorable.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, signing Monokuma was really cool.
Yeah, it was hard. It was actually
It was really
It was very
difficult.
furry. It was a furry one.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I can't. It's like a smudge. I don't know. But
Erika Smudge.
Erika Smudge is everywhere.
Alright, who had questions? Raise their hands again. Alright, you guys can start lighting up
Line
there.
up.
And start
Line up and ask us things.
We want you guys to talk to us. Like, we're not
We're
scared.
hanging out.
tell us your
We're
thoughts.
like so chill.
Tell us how you're feeling about just the existential crisis that all of us are constantly going through. Like,
Tell us what your day was.
Tell us what your day was. Tell us.
What is happening?
Hi.
Oh my god.
Hi.
Novel, please.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
for you.
What was it like recording for Sunset Overdrive?
That was crazy. Have you played
I
SacAnime?
love it.
The most colorful game ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Beats any game that came out on the N64. Like it's crazy colorful. This is just my favorite part of the game. Recording for it was fun. I had one session I was not prepared. I learned a lot since I recorded that game. I just blow out my voice all the time. So I had a few sessions, and I think like every time I blew out my voice. One of the sessions was at 9 a.m. and I woke up late. I woke up at like 8:30. I was like, oh crap! I gotta get to the studio. So I ran out. I did not do any kind of vocal warm-ups. And in the morning, you know, like you're talking and you're like, can't.
Yeah.
So the very first thing I had to do was stuff like, you know, get down, get to the other side, stuff like that. And so that was fun, huh?
Yeah,
That was
very
fun.
good.
Thanks. I do know. So I
It's
wrote
like
my
you
voice
did this for a
acting.
living or something.
What's
It's
that?
weird. It's
It's like
weird.
you voice act for a living.
It's like voice act for a living.
Crazy.
Anyway, it was fun.
Yeah.
And I love my voice. And that's about it.
Did you do a lot of like battle chatter type stuff?
Yeah, it was like, get down! Get to the other side!
So yeah, so just so you know, like battle chatter is really funny. I just took a class at PCB and they do a lot of those games.
Oh, I thought you were kidding. I thought you were making a joke because I said, get down, get to the other side.
they'll mark it, like at least if you see they mark it like a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4, because a 1 is like take them down or whatever, and then there's 2 and it all progresses to like
Do it.
grenade! Like that, like that's what they want for a 4, and so doing that, that's what I was talking about. They only book us for like an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours max, because that like 10 minutes in, you're like, I have no idea.
And then my second question is for everyone. What is like the weirdest line or like scene you've ever had to like, and I guess keep your composure in weirdest.
I'll tell you mine, because I just had it like a week ago. Recorded for a game. I believe it was a Japanese game, and the translations were really wonky. The line was, what was it? It was taste my monkey bar or something. Taste my monkey bar? Taste my monkey bar.
Taste my monkey bar.
Oh wait, were you trying to, is it a euphemism for?
What were you saying?
You're like, taste my monkey staff, taste my monkey bar, like you just keep
What are you
saying.
mouthing?
What's that?
I couldn't see what you were mouthing. What were you mouthing? I can't hear you. Speak louder.
I'm not gonna say
I
it.
couldn't. If you can't speak loud, I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, that was the loudest. I mean, that was the weirdest. Line. Yeah.
I mean, I want to talk about one, but I don't think I should say it because we haven't announced the show yet. But other than that, I mean, we're recording something that has a lot of weird scenes right now. But anyway, other than that, probably one of the funniest scenes, like weirdest scenes that I had to like not laugh during was in Toradora when Ami is in the shower and Tatsu Ryuji comes in and she turns on the shower. She's like, oh, Ryuji, is that you? And he's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'll get out. She's like, no, come on, you have to help me, you have to help me. He's like, help me with what? She's like, clean the bathroom. But like the whole time I was supposed to sound like really sexy, like she was like in the shower, you know, like all this innuendo. That was like one of my favorite scenes. It was so funny. I was trying so hard not to laugh. He was like, the director was like, sexier, and I was like, okay. It was fun.
My weirdest lines definitely came with Dr. Bunka. Like absolutely 100%. Oh, so many of them. I was laughing after every take. It was like, I hope she chokes on her own food. Like, but no, she's like being serious. Like she's literally being dead serious. And so I'm just like, this is so funny, but you have to play that stuff straight or it's not gonna land. And then like,
Kitty porno is a no-no.
like that. Yeah, because she's like being chased around.
She's like, don't lie like me, don't know.
And then she's like, no, she's talking to the audience. I'm trying to like, if she's breaking the fourth wall, she's Deadpool on it. And yeah, but it was really funny.
I think my weirdest line was from a game called Zombie Vikings, and it's like everything is so over the top in that game, and so when I was doing like the weird little gnomes with really high voices, like those things are like troublemakers. I can't remember exactly what the line was, but we said a lot of references I didn't get because they're like making the game like in Norway. And so
I played it at PAX. It's sick. It's really cool.
yeah, it's really cool. And so so there's a lot of references, but there's this one in particular that like I took to the next level, I guess, and I was like, oh yeah, let's the gnome like says something about like, hey fellow kids, follow me, let's all go like do something bad and smoke cigarettes or something.
Look at my monkey staff.
Hey fellow kids, let's you wanna I'm like, never mind, I'm like
That was good.
Thanks for bringing it up. As a follow-up question to that, is there any weird piece of direction that you got in the booth?
Oh yeah.
Any weird direction?
yes. Oh, you wanna go?
No, you go.
I was gonna say, like, sometimes they tell you, like, weird things, like, oh yeah, okay, so this is how I want this line, okay? Like, I want you to give it, like, 30% more punch, put some G-force in there, and then, like, top it off with, like, a little bit of Power Rangers, and make it a little yellow. You're just like,
Good.
what?
Colors.
Lex Lang directed Aldnoah.Zero, and he likes to direct in percentages. So he'll be like,
Yeah.
if we just do the 2% more excited, I'll be like, what? I don't know how to quantify this. What is 100%? What is 11.5% more sad?
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's like, can I get 2% more? And you do it. He's like, no, just 1%. so like 3%. And we'll do it, and it'll be like, now split the difference.
On a scale of 1 to 100, that's nothing. That's barely anything. What do you want from like?
Yeah, I love when directors are like, more purple, more purple.
I've never heard of
What is purple? What does that mean in words? I don't understand. Yeah, they really do use colors. Yeah, it's funny. Only some. And I'm always like, okay. And then I just guess. Sometimes they're like, that was great, so purple. And I was like, I know.
I like John David, who directed Kill la Kill, and he directs like Do-Da-Da-Da, and a few other things. He'll be like, all right, lady. Like he'll call you lady like, before I
He
edit
will,
it.
yeah.
He's like, all right, let's do this. And then when he wants to change the direction, we'll go, maybe it's a little more like this. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. He's cool. I love him.
He's an incredible director.
He's awesome. Yeah. He directed Tori Boy and Kill la Kill. And he's great.
He had SAO.
SAO, yeah.
What's your question? Oh, I got a picture.
I immediately go for the boob grab.
Oh my God, it's so awkward. Everyone's seen. Come on.
It's so awkward, Baka. Crazy.
What's your favorite character's personality trait in Aldnoah.Zero?
So our character or our favorite character?
No, your character.
Our character.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Am I going first? Is that what's happening here? I'm in front of the line. All right. I like about Asylum. I mean, I guess this is kind of a flaw for her, but I really like it. I like how she's so like trusting and like optimistic, and she just really wants everyone to just like get along. And she doesn't really understand at the beginning like why they can't do that. And I really like that. That's how I was when I was younger too. And I like to think maybe I still am a little bit. But yeah, like I just think that's such a sweet aspect of her personality. And I really, when I got cast as her and I was watching the show, I was like, oh, I just love that about her. And I don't want her to lose that, you know, because even though all these crazy things are happening, I'm like, no, it's okay. Still be like, everything can work out, you guys. So I really like that about her.
I think my favorite character is Erika, and I talked about this a little bit before, but is that she's really selfless without fanfare, like without getting anything in return. It's not like, I have to do this music flourish for my friends. It's like, you go, do it, and feed the hollows. But yeah, it's just, I like that. Like, she just does things, and she's just awesome, and she doesn't expect anything in return.
I like how Slane's kind of crazy. It's so weird, but kind of crazy. You know, he only kills like what, everyone? No, like he kills a lot of different people in the show. So let's see. Does Slane kill anyone in the show?
Wait, does he?
No, he doesn't kill anyone important. I don't think.
And you were six. The guy was 6 floors up.
Yeah, he's up to
6 floors up, and he kills people. Okay.
Yeah, got it all straight.
But yeah, no, I really like that about Slane, and I like how I really just like the way he like. I know some people don't like how he just like flipped in season 2, but I think that was really like an interesting part of his character, his development, and like what he went through. And he's just like he's had enough. Like he's just not dealing with anyone at all. He's just like, no, you're dead. I don't like you. I play by my own rules, and I'm not gonna listen to you. So it's really cool. So that's that.
I like that Inaho is like so in control to the point that he makes others nervous. Especially his sister, because
He
he's
doesn't
like,
tell anybody what he's actually gonna do. He just does it.
yeah. Or like sometimes he'll be like, okay guys, this is the plan. And then he'll do something else while somebody does the other thing. And they're like, why'd you do that? And he's like, because that was the real plan. So I like that about him. Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi. Question for Erika.
Hi.
More for SNL. This one's a little bit embarrassing for me. But I wrote a lot of Kyoko very down at Oakland, and I was always wondering if I know you can say her voice and say my name, I love you, let's be together.
What's your name?
Is there
See that again?
What was your name?
Kakashi from Naruto. That's not my favorite episode. Sorry, just had to put that out there. I'd say Hellsing was my number one. It's my number one. I love it. Hellsing is absolutely, it's really gory, so if you're not into that, fine. But the animation's amazing on Hellsing Ultimate, and the voiceover as well. But then I also like the Fate series of Fate, Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero. Well, mostly Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Waivers. But yes, those are my two favorites.
Fullmetal Alchemist will always be like one of my like top ones. I was obsessed with that show, and still I just love Fullmetal Alchemist. But more recently, one of my favorite recent ones, I gush about this all the time on Twitter, is Yuki Yuna is Hero. I love that show, and I'm in it, but that's not why I love it. It's just I happened to be in it, and I was like, oh my god, yay! Because it's so good. It's like 12 episodes. It's just really, I just really like the show. It has really beautiful artwork. The music is great. I love all the characters. Like, crazy things happen. My character's like, wow! You won't understand. That's
The voice for the characters.
oh my goodness! No. But I love Yuki Yuna's Hero. It's one of my favorite newer shows in a while. But yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist will always in my heart.
Yeah, I'll tag on back at that. Fullmetal Alchemist was, I always loved Dragon Ball Z. That'll always have a place in my heart. But Fullmetal Alchemist was, I think, like one of the first ones chose to like shock me. Because I remember there was one scene where that character jumps inside of Al, and then y'all know what I'm talking about. And the sword, and the thing, and there was so much pain. And I could watch that show. As far as like shows that I would like to watch again, like Fullmetal Alchemist would be that.
I agree. We should all watch it together.
We should watch it together.
Yeah, let's do it.
I also love Attack on Titan right now.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh, okay. Death Note. Really like Death Note. Death Note was just like, I don't know, it was just one of the first animes to like take it to the next level. Like sometimes with certain shows, like they just don't build up the right way, if you know what I mean. But like with Death Note, like everything just built up and it ended like so perfectly. Like I love the show. Like it's just like a work of art. It's so cool. So I have to say Death Note. It's my favorite.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
I love, it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, ask your question. I'm just like admiring you. I'm sorry. I'm so creepy. I'm just staring.
Princess, do you know why the sky is blue?
Oh my god.
I can't remember. You're more transparent, but
Please tell me.
Wait, the person behind you knows why the sky's blue.
What is the sky? Please tell me.
Oh.
Rayleigh scattering. That's not what Slane said. He lied to me. That's not what
you're more transparent, but in a thick enough layer, I understand it refracts the light reflected from it.
Oh.
That's why the sky is blue.
Oh, Slane. Understand too. Shut up. I'm having a conversation with my boys.
Anyway, sorry, what's your question?
Yeah, what's your question?
Oh, it's amusing. Actually, this is actually Aldnoah specific and for Zach actually.
Yes.
Since you're so up and coming, like, well, speaking of killing off characters, what was it like in episode 3, like being in such an emotional scene where you kill off Trillo, which is like Todd Howard?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what is it like killing Todd Howard?
Yes. Yes. That was the greatest moment of my life. This is what I think about. Like when I went to a skateboard, just and I just hear Todd
That's
screams and
Todd Howard.
and I just hear Todd dying, and I'm just like, oh God, it's like music to my ears. No, it's really cool. It's fantastic. Todd recorded before me in the show, so like we all record individually, so we don't like get to see each other record with each other. So I got to hear Todd's performance and kind of react off of that, and like thinking I knew it was Todd right away, and I was just like, oh my gosh, Todd is just so incredible. So it was really fun watching him die, and I went to go see him. I went to the Dragon Ball premiere at Anime Expo, and I was at the after party, and I like said hi to him. Like, yeah, I'm Slade. I'm like, oh yeah. And so we talked for a bit. He's a really cool guy.
But he's dead, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's gone. So
Thank you so much.
thank you.
Don't escape before I get a picture with you, by the way.
I'm sorry.
Make way for your princess.
Make way.
We need to tell Rizzo here. She would help you.
Hello again.
Hi.
You can move the mic down if it's, yeah, you can mic just.
I have a question for Inaho.
Yes.
If there's 100 eggs on sale, but it's simultaneously that there's 100 hens for sale, and like 2 eggs per day, which one will we get?
If there's 100 eggs on sale, and you had the choice between choosing the 100 eggs or a hen that laid 2 eggs a day, which one would I get? That was the question. I would buy the hen and steal the 100 eggs.
Wow.
And he'll talk Capricorn.
Oh, yeah.
And then kill Todd Howard.
No, that's
Wow, such a good character.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that wasn't Inaho. That was me.
Oh, that was just Matt.
That was just
That was
me.
Matt.
Were you saying as Inaho? Inaho would buy the hen. I mean, Inaho knows. Just buy the hen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would
Yeah, you would be smart. Then make like the breakfast, right?
Yeah. He made the scrambled eggs.
You're making us all
And
He leave me because I woke up late.
did you want scrambled eggs?
No.
Okay.
2 eggs per day, how many eggs can you make?
How many eggs can I make in a day?
2 eggs, when you have 2 eggs per day, do you both you got 1 egg only?
If we had 2 eggs a day. By the way, we should rename this panel Egg Talk with Maxwell and these guys.
Max Mittelman and the guys.
I was on an egg bender for a while. I was actually eating a lot of eggs, not while the show was recording, and not to prepare myself for the show, but just because I liked eggs. This is super interesting, you guys. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So if we had 2 eggs a day, I don't know. But what do you guys think?
I would eat both of them and not give them to anyone else. So just eat all the eggs.
I would eat one and share the other.
No.
Wow, you're so mean.
And then
Zach, now, bachelor number 1, if you were on an island with 2 eggs, and it was me and you, what would you do with the eggs? Would you give one to me, or would you take them both?
You gotta answer that.
I would take them both and let you starve.
Oh my god, these guys are so mean.
I choose the bachelor on the eggs.
Princess, yay! Oh,
Should have
yeah.
been bachelorette.
Bachelorette.
Thank you so
Anyway,
much.
thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hold on.
Do you guys ever watch the episodes that you dub and see how the characters fitting into the story as a whole?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You mean before we record? Or after we record?
Both.
Okay. Yeah, what I like to do is they schedule us to come in, and I usually can kind of gauge how many episodes we're gonna get through just based on like how many lines my character has. So like the day before or like 2 days before, I'll go and watch through the amount of episodes I think we're gonna get through, and I try to watch a little more just to go a little faster, just to see like what's going on and like how my character's developing and like all that. And I don't like to do it too far in advance. But I definitely like to watch before I go in, because otherwise I feel like, what's happening? I don't know. And like the director's really good about telling you, but I still like to ruminate about it for a while and have it in my mind. And then afterwards, after we recorded, I used to not watch, but now I do watch to see how I blended with other actors and just try to learn from that for future recordings.
Yeah, I mean, usually I try to do the same thing because I think watching all the way to the end can be, I don't know, it's just because you might have the ending in mind as you're recording, which sometimes is not. Like, a lot of times the characters don't know what's going to happen, to them. They don't unless they're, they can read the future, which most of them can't. So that's what I usually do, and then at the end I usually watch just to see. Because I mean, we're constantly improving. Nobody's perfect. So,
Yeah. I saw the entire show in Japanese like way before I even got the audition. So yes, I watched the entire show before, and I thought it was awesome. I was like, oh cool. And when I got the audition, I freaked out. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm because that's the curse of a voice actor. And afterwards, after we dubbed the show, Aniplex is so awesome. It's so cool to put on like screens and stuff, like small little parties or whatever for us to like watch the show together.
I was so sad. I came in, I was like rushing to get there from something else. I was like, guys, I'm coming. And then right at the end, after they finished the last episode, they were like, the princess never showed up. I was like, I'm here. And they were like, oh, too late. I don't know, it was sad.
But she made the group photo.
I did. It look like I was there.
Yeah, any of you who got those signed little posters that we had, like Erika just gave those to us.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, oh my gosh, you're going to a con? Take these. It's dangerous to go alone.
Yeah.
I didn't answer. So I like to watch as I go along. So if I'm recording like 1 or 2 episodes, I will watch those like the day before if I can. That's
why I love that issue.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Again? Hi.
What's your name?
Madison.
Madison.
Thanks.
Okay. So, who do you ship with Princess of Salem? Slay? Or,
Should I go first? Because I'm
You better choose wisely, lady.
Okay, I might make a lot of people mad, and I'm so sorry over there, the beautiful cosplayers. But I should go Slay. I'm so sorry. I know, I'm so sorry. They're just so cute together. I don't know. I mean, she's cute with Napa too. Like, no cake. But just, what? I know. But just, I can't.
There's a reason we're sitting apart from each other.
I know. Because I'm on to Slay.
I obviously ship her with Napa.
Yeah.
Obvi.
Do you even need to answer that, Zach? You were about to answer it. I'm like, really?
I think you already know.
Yeah. Slay.
I actually do. I ship Yuki with the Salem, so.
Oh, I've never even thought of that.
Oh, by the way, and I would like to make an announcement. Max and I are going to YaoiCon together.
Oh my god, I thought you were serious.
You're underage, sir.
You're like 12.
Child. Yeah.
I'm not letting you as your legal guardian.
But I ship.
How's that?
I'm not even gonna answer.
Thank you.
You know.
Hello.
Hi. What's up?
So I have kind of 2 questions that are kind of similar, but in Aldnoah.Zero, which is your favorite scene, and without spoiling too much of season 1 and 2, for people who haven't seen season 1?
Okay. I haven't watched all of season 2 yet because we're still recording. So I'm gonna go to season 1. And my favorite scene, honestly, I really like the end of season 1. Like, it's just so good. I mean, if you count that whole last 5-10 minutes as one scene, that's my favorite part. It's like so intense. Like when I was to the screen, you're like, it's okay, we'll show you the end. And I was like, ah, thank you, it's so cool. But it's just like the whole time I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So I love the end. The end is my favorite part.
Without spoiling too much, have you seen the second season?
Yes.
Okay, the beginning of the second season for my character, obviously that first sort of chunk is horrifying. I mean, that's and she's not really showing it that much because she can't. And that is really the heart, recording for that was so brutal in the booth. Yeah. So brutal. I will cry.
I gotta tag on with the ending of season 1. That was insane to record and listen back to that. I mean, there was so much emotion going on in the booth. I think that was the last thing I did, and so I was all warmed up and I was ready to go. And Lex is just do it, just go all out and just do it. Okay, I'm not trying to make a joke. Okay, I'm sorry for all those people who hear everyone just screaming, just do it. But yeah, no, I went all out and I did it, and I think it sounds pretty good. It was worth it. I my voice heard a bit like just going and screaming, but.
I think my favorite scene was when the character who shall not be named gets sucked into the cataract. Spoiler alert. But I say it's my favorite because of when I recorded it, because it's so hard to imagine that actually happening. That moment where it's like you are the only thing separating like life and death, you know? And so it was like the most heart-wrenching moment for Inaho. That's why it was my favorite. Not because of what happened, but just like recording it was touching.
I cried at that. I've seen it 3 times already, and I cried every
It's
single
so
time.
sad, right? And it's so unexpected. When I was watching because, you know, I would watch the episodes before. When I was watching Japanese, I was like, what? Like, why? Why did they do that? It's like at the beginning of the show. I was like, why is this already happening? What is this show that I'm in? I'm like, yeah.
That was the same thing for me with that scene that I was talking about. I have a 16-year-old brother, so the idea of that happening to him was very fresh in my mind, you know.
Yeah, I have a year younger brother, and that hurt me so bad.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Anime feels, guys.
So many feels.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
thank you. Oh, sorry.
the second question is, besides this show, what favorite anime that you made in favorite scene that you did in any anime?
Ooh. Okay, so I thus far a few things that have not been announced yet. But one of the ones that hit me the hardest, so there's this scene in Capellion. He actually plays my love interest Haruto in Capellion. There's this frickin' scene, oh my gosh, where he I don't know how to spoil it, but something happens to him and he's like, Naru, say, and then he gets like, and I pull an Aerith and I look up into the distance like, and one of those tofu anime reactions. And he goes, and then right after that, we're in the train and I go, where's Haruto? We said he'd be back, that idiot. And then it cuts to me literally trying to leap out of the train, screaming his name. Like I had to go to the bathroom and cry after I did that scene because it was so heart-wrenching. It was, oh man, it was horrifying. And they didn't even show a lot. It was just these snippets of what's happening. Like, what's going on? Oh my god! But yeah, that was the one that hit me the hardest.
Okay, I can't talk about it yet, but
Talk about what you can't talk about.
Yeah.
no, I'm just trying to think.
Okay, I'll go. I'll let you
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So same thing. Something has been announced. So one of my favorite ones that I can talk about is in Yuki Yuna's Hero, which I love. My character Togo is kind of I don't want to spoil things, but she kind of decides to do something halfway through the show, and it's kind of intense, and all her friends are like, oh my god, you've gone insane. And so recording those scenes where she's made this really drastic decision, and she's, it's like a magical girl show, so they're all fighting, it's intense. That was one of my favorite things to do. Just as an actor, it was so getting into that mindset of this girl. She's a young girl, she's made this really drastic decision. When you watch the show, I don't know either way, but it's she's basically decided. She's basically playing God, and she's decided to do that. And that's so intense for a young girl to do. And yeah, there was a lot of crying, and I love her relationship with Yuna in the show. It's so sweet. And when they're fighting, I'm like, oh, thank God, I just want you to be happy and best friends. But yeah, that is one of my favorite scenes I've ever done.
I was trying to think of something funny. I think I can't think of something funny. But one of my favorite scenes was in Nagiyasu, A Lull in the Sea. When the main character basically, this is such a spoiler, but basically the premise is he goes into a coma for a certain amount of years and then wakes up and he's the same age, but everybody else has aged by 5 years. And there's this really emotional scene because he
It takes 6
there, she's older than him, and he's still like 12. And it's really hard because he feels so helpless. Like, she's not interested in him at all. And he just wants to fit in. And there's this scene basically where he's like yelling at a guy, like, you don't understand what it's like to be in my position. And that was, I got really super emotional. And I got so much, we couldn't use the take that was the best take. The take that you like tear up in, like you can't use that because then the voice sounds weird. So
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, you gotta try and like keep yourself from crying all the time. Otherwise, it's like you can't understand what you're saying.
But then also you're trying to match sound like in SAO.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys know, at sort of around like 2, there's a really intense scene at the end.
That's what I was
And
gonna say.
oh my gosh, I remember I'm bawling, like absolutely. I remember my dog in real life had been put to sleep that day. And so I'm in the booth with Alex on David, and I'm bawling, and it's like, like it was like, okay, you have to clench teeth here, go in here, I'm bawling, trying to match his exact little tiny,
Yeah.
it was, and Alex was like, no, just go, and I'm like, Alex, I have to, like, I have to match it, you know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was mine. In SAO, something really sad happens at the end, and I don't know. I haven't done a ton of crying. I've done like some with slang, but it's more of just it's kind of like crying.
More like whimpering.
Yeah.
Aww. Poor thing.
It disgusts me.
Aww.
Or it's just
My life.
I know. I was mocking you.
Aww. That's me. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Hi again.
Hello.
Hi.
Question. So 2 questions. First one for Slay. Assyrian or Racia?
what?
Assyrian or her sister?
Ooh.
Choose wisely.
Oh, or Erika?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or Lamborghini.
Yeah. Asylum or Lamborghini?
Yeah,
Which
Asylum.
one? Huh.
Okay, she's sitting right there.
Yeah. No, I
They're
was.
right there.
I know.
There.
I was gonna say a single.
Sweet.
A single.
Woo!
I gotta stick with the single.
I was scared for a second
They've
there.
been through so much, like Princess Lamborghini, you can't just come by and steal them away.
Even though she's really nice, she's got some suicide doors.
Yep.
Slay. I really love doing this one. Slay.
Mustang 2-2!
Okay, we have about 15 minutes left.
What's your other question?
What's your
Second
second question?
question, that's very kind of for all of you. If NASA offered a chance for all you to go to Mars as colonists, and knowing the backstory that like most of colonists starve to death, would you actually go?
No.
The question was, if we had the chance to go to Mars, would we, basically? Yes.
Be a colonist or have a chance of being starved?
I don't know, that would be kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Like, if we live there, if they have Starbucks, then yes, I would go.
It's really interesting that you say that because my boyfriend is always like, as soon as we can go to the moon or Mars, let's get on that thing and go. And I was like, no, we should wait until there's been like a couple people there, you know, so they can test it out, get all the kinks out, and then we'll go.
I don't have that much of a death wish.
Yeah.
To do that.
So if it was like we could go there and we would die right away, then like yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I would probably go if I could go and come back. But you know, it's a long ways away, so yes, I probably would work.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
By the way, if your questions are if your answers are too long, I'll play you off.
Thank you.
Sure.
You're so sweet.
I'll beatbox you off.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
This is a question for all of you.
Yeah.
What's the coolest, strangest interaction you've ever had at con?
I sucked a guy's body. There was a man, a boy. He was a boy. What was the strangest like interaction you had?
Interaction.
Yeah. Somebody asked me. He was like, "I'm having everybody sign my body." He was like, "Matt Mercer's already signed." And I was like, "Well, if Mercer's done it, then I can do it. Whatever." I gotta be okay. So I signed his like chest.
Chester.
I was chilling. It's fine.
I don't know. I haven't really had that many like strange interactions. I don't think they've all been really good.
I had the urge to be like,
Are you gonna give us a playground now?
Be in the story.
Yeah.
Be in the story.
You're the weirdest fan interaction.
Yeah.
You're pretty chill.
Yeah, you're pretty cool. We like you.
Yeah, we like
I feel like all you guys are cool. You're all pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Only Linda knows the story.
Yeah.
Hey!
Okay, so
Start it up. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, there we go.
Recording.
I was not waving to you.
So on I think it was Friday, I came in all monstered up.
Yep, please sign your monster can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your favorite monster energy drink flavor?
Favorite monster?
Monster energy drink. You know, I've never actually tried a monster.
I know, you seem so outraged.
I've never tried one before. I have a funny story about monster.
Okay, tell us.
So I was
Get me outraged quick.
yeah. So my dad's he's a surgeon, and so when I was in high school, he's on call a lot, like to do trauma and all that. And so he has like a separate fridge downstairs in the garage, full of like Diet Mountain Dew and Monster Energy and Monster Energy and all that. Because he sometimes he needs it. He's staying up for 24 hours at a time. Longer. And so there was one day when I'm a horrible procrastinator, like I'm the biggest procrastinator of all time. And so I remember one night I went down there and I was like, I'm gonna take one of my dad's like Monster Energy drinks because I need to study for my finals. Because I have like 10 hours before I have to take the final and I decided to start studying now. And so I opened the fridge and I just hear from like the dark corner of the garage, sure you know what you're doing with that? And I was like, what? Dad! He was like, oh my God. He goes, take half. And then he just like takes it back and pours it in half. It was really weird. I drank it. Like, they're huge monsters. They're like this big.
Yeah.
That's one of those things, it's like this powerful thing that you have to really use with caution. Because if you do, when I drink too much Red Bull, like in college when I drank too much Red Bull, I would inevitably start thinking that the Exorcist girl was under my bed. I don't know why. Always. I was like, there's something under my bed. There's something under my bed. And then I can't even study because there's something under my bed. Yes, anyway, sorry.
Never drinking Red Bull now.
Yeah. Gives wings. Yeah. And also Exorcist girls.
Monster, okay. Like, I only had Monster a few times in my life.
Because you're like, you've been on the street for 5 days.
I know there's never really been a need for me to have that. When I was I think I was 10 or something, I played a lot of basketball and I went to the store and I was like, yeah, my friend Luke is drinking all this all these energy drinks and stuff and getting all pumped up like 10-year-olds, right? Playing basketball. And so I was like, oh, so he's drinking really cool energy drink. I want to drink that energy drink. Everything's just so you want to copy what everybody else is kind of doing, keep with the cool kids. And so I drank a full thing of Monster, and I don't know, I flipped out and I was rolling around on the ground and I don't know, I was just going crazy. And
you are, yes, this is girl.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, so that's what I did. That was fun.
I've only had the original Monster. I think I've only had it once. Because I get heart palpitations. So when I have too much caffeine, not a good thing. Yeah, my favorite flavor is the one I had. It was, I guess that was the original. Yeah.
Do any of you know who Kira Buckland is?
Yes.
Okay, Kira Buckland is obsessed with coffee.
Yeah.
Obsessed with caffeine.
I love this.
Girl can drink like six coffees in one day and just be fine.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here. We'll drive all the way to Santa Monica, which is an hour drive, to get this specific kind of coffee, and I'll get one. I'll be tweaked out for 8 hours afterwards, and she's like, "Whatever, it's fine. I sound like a baby angel. Let's go do something." Like Kira Buckland. Yeah, she's got me hooked on coffee. Next to Novus.
Thank you.
Quick. Favorite pairing from AM and every shit.
Oh, can I choose a video game?
Not with yourself.
Dang it.
Tashi.
Can I choose a
Yes,
video
video game or anime.
Okay, Sora and Kyrie from Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
Yeah, they're my OTP, and they always will be my OTP, and I love them forever. And can I also choose a Western animation?
Yes.
Beast Boy and Raven.
Yes.
From Teen Titans. Yeah, they're my other OTP, and I might have written a fan fiction about them that was really bad, so I thought. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
We should do a panel
That would be fun.
It's so funny. But my ships are Integra, Febro, and Alucard, obviously, of course, and then also Reem and Archer from Fate. Yeah, 110.
Oh gosh. Max, you wanna go first?
Sure. I'll do a video game because my favorite in the series of Final Fantasy video games was 8. So I have to say Squall and Rinoa. Is that how you say her name?
So yeah,
Rinoa. They didn't have voice actors, so I'm just going by what I see on the screen. Kiwa. Actually, that was Final Fantasy 9. No, Rinoa and Squall. Yeah.
Okay, I just thought of one. Master Chief and Cortana.
There you go.
If you played Halo 4 in the ending scene, oh my gosh. That was just, I was like,
Where she's like, don't make a girl a promise.
Yep.
You know you can't keep it.
Like, oh my god, you're so tiny, Cortana.
Yeah.
You're so small. Okay, wait, can I choose one more because I didn't choose an anime yet?
Yeah.
Ash and Misty are my anime.
That's
Yeah, Ash and Misty. I don't know who these new chicks are. I'm like, where the heck is Misty? Like, excuse me, Dawn and whatever, April, all time. I don't think there's April, but yeah. Thank you. Aw, just play me off. So cute.
What's up?
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
If I was, like Sword Art Online 2, if I was going to make a script and an animation based off, what would your characters, how would you making you have your own selection of characters? What weapons and armor would you choose?
For Sword Art? For SAO?
Anything.
For our characters in SAO?
For like I was in SAO?
If you were, and if I was making a series off this.
We're making a series? My character already in SAO, like June already has a sword, big old sword, so I just give him a gunblade. I gotta turn that sword into a gun.
yeah.
Oh wait, can I do that? Can I have a keyblade then?
Yeah.
I want a keyblade. That's mine.
I would do, I played Dungeons and Dragons D&D.
Yeah.
D&D, cool. Well, I'm always like a ranger, like an elf, half elf, whatever ranger, because I really like to do back support and like sit up and do archery and stuff. And so I would probably have something to do with bow and arrow. So, but Nori already kind of has a buster sword, so she's pretty chill already.
In reality, I think I would be a healer, like my character in SAO already. You know? Yeah, I think if I was really in that situation, that would.
I'd be at like 10%, like, please, Harlacher, save me!
Be like, ask nicely.
I think what I'd like to have would be like a scythe, but also scythe and magic, kind of. Like, I kind of want a mix of
So
both.
maybe possibly a magic side?
Magic scythe. Magic scythe.
Yeah. I like it. It's like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's like Soul Eater or
It's
something,
scyther.
and it turns into like.
Magic Perfect Scyther had a baby.
Yeah.
And it's magic Scyther. Yeah.
How did you enjoy recording Sword Art Online 2?
It was
Oh,
awesome.
Alex, again, we recorded with Alex Von David.
Yeah. Alex Von David is great. We love him.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
I asked you much if I was going to do an anime expo type for next year. I think we'll make a panel of it.
Oh, Sword Art?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Oh,
cool.
so let's get all sitting nice together.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Yeah.
And Erika Mendez.
Oh, yes. And Chris Cason.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying.
Yeah, you're the last two nice that are not here. Yeah.
Thank you for your
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Alright.
Hello. I think this is the last.
This is a weird one.
Yes.
Yeah.
The weird person. Just kidding. We like you.
Did you voice anyone from any series that you like, or replace the voice actor?
Dubbed or not dubbed? Done or not done? Dubbed or not dubbed? Is it already done? Or,
Anime series or anything?
Anything.
I already said it. Final Fantasy VIII, Squall.
Yes.
yeah.
That hasn't been voiced ever. So high.
So,
I
Notice me said hi. Notice me.
I want to be anything in Kingdom Hearts. Anything in any Kingdom Hearts game. I'm just like, that's my goal. I've said before that, like, if I think we're Kingdom Hearts game someday, but I know I'm successful. I think it's just like, stop. But I won't. But, you know, yeah.
I'd love to be a female protagonist in like an Assassin's Creed game.
Yes.
I love Assassin's Creed. I'm a huge, you like a Russian. I don't know, she must say something like this.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I would kill to be in League of Legends. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
That is the dream. League of Legends or Halo, and then if we're talking anime, really the Food Wars right now. So you yes. Really cool.
Do you guys know Kraken Con?
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna go?
Yeah.
Okay, well, my roommate, Sarah Williams, she's Jinx in League of Legends. She's gonna be there. She's gonna be a guest at Kraken Con. So if you're
Say hi to her.
she's amazing. She's
She's
also Monica Magica. She's an SAO. She's pretty famous.
And she's a Yukina
She's
hero.
yeah.
Just so you know.
And Turtle Kill. She's known to Kuzude.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
We have 1 more minute. There's 2 things I want to do. One, well, the first thing, I kind of wanted to do an improv game with you guys. Which is kind of what we did yesterday. We did the beats on the table, but let's do it when everyone else is done because we're voice actors.
Oh gosh.
So I'll
You didn't
start.
tell us about this.
I'll start, and then Lindbeck, you do another sound, and then we'll do Zach, and then Harlacher.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah,
Yeah, anything.
we're making a song.
And we're doing the beat. Ready? Anyway, the other thing is just with the 2 cosplayers, we had 2 prizes, but we have to give it to you guys because it's just 2 pens. One is Hinaho and one is Princess of Salem.
And it was so perfect that you got